All right, everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about NVIDIA. Okay, so ticker symbol is NVDA. Um, let's start with, as I always start, the higher time frames. Okay, so for this stock, I'm going to the 12 months just to show you guys the progress and the journey it has been for NVIDIA. Okay, so 2023, it hit an all-time high of $50 a share. $50 a share today because the stock did a stock split last year for about 10 to 1. So this used to be let's say $500 a share, but right now we'll calculate as $50 a share. Last year, 2024, hitting an all-time high of 152, and then this year 153. Okay, so this year we had a very big candle, a very big price action from $86 a share to 153. Okay, so let's drop down to the 6 months. Still same thing to the 1 month. We see that this month we are very bullish. And then I want to get into basically two questions, which is, should I buy now, and what's the plan for NVIDIA? Okay, I'm going to answer those two questions. So this is the 1 monthly time frame. We are currently at 133. The last videos that I did, I think I put on two videos. NVIDIA, which was 11 months ago, NVIDIA was at 135. Okay, so times 10 would have been 1,350, but this was, so I think it was 135 around 69. 135. Okay, so this was previous video, and then the other video, which I think was a little bit more than a little bit less than 1 year ago, the video was at 95.2. So this is, yeah. So one, we were at around, wait, I did this wrong. Yeah. Okay, so one video was at 95, the other video was at 135. We at 133 right now. Okay, so I do have the same advice as I said in the other video, um, which is, if I'm buying now, would it make sense? I always say this: if I'm buying now, would it make sense? Yes, if you are dollar cost averaging and if you believe in the stock. Again, I'm not professional. I'm just do this for fun. I'm not giving you financial advice. So the reason why is, if you're buying at this area right here, why didn't you buy at this area right here? Because of the hype. Because when price is high, you want to buy. When price is low, you want to sell. Right? Doesn't make sense. So if you're dollar cost averaging, which is buying multiple times, so let's just say if I'm buying at 100, I buy at 108, 117, 124, and then I buy now. So I already bought 5 times. Okay, I'm dollar cost averaging my money. If the price is falling, if the price is coming down, you buy now. Your price is coming down to 124, I buy again. 117, I buy again. 108, I buy again, and so on. Okay, if not, if you're just buying now, waiting for price to dip, and you're gonna lose money, doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so buy now if you want, or don't take my advice, but let's use that as an example, right? If you were to buy now and then price dips, at 120, that's another entry. You have to understand NVIDIA is a long-term play, okay? You have to understand that this is a probably 12 to 24 months play, okay? So why didn't you buy at the slow, and what makes you want to buy now that you didn't buy at this low, right? That is my first question that I said in the beginning, okay? Why are you not buying lower? So the other thing is, this is of course for the long-term play. NVIDIA is, huge company. If we drop down to the daily, we see that we are still on this kind of high point in the market. If price is looking to go higher, what is the plan, right? That's the second question. What is the plan? Let me erase this. So this, I don't need this. All-time highs is 153. All right. This is the high zone. So this is where I have to break. Okay, this is how I think. This is where I have to break. Now, the video shoots good news once in a while, almost every month, every week. So if the plan is to reach this high, I want to make sure I have the best entries possible. Now, how do I have the best entries possible? You are not timing the market. You are spending more time with the market. What do I want to say by that? Is this from this high? Do I have the date too or no? From this high right here to this low, that's about 90 days. Okay? If you were to wait 90 days for the stock to drop around 40%, would you wait? Now, from the time from this entry to now, where we are now, stock is up 50%. Okay, and that is about 40 more days. Okay, so in total, you have 133 days of waiting time from choosing the best entry to being in profit 50% of your account. So that is the plan. Just don't time the market. Make sure you spend time with the market. It's at 133 right now. So the first video was at 135. The other video was at 95. And I was back at the same, well, lower than the other video. So now you have to understand, if price dips, you look for an entry. You look for where it makes sense. Okay. The only thing that would make me worried about this is if we break this low, or if we have a huge bearish candle like this. But again, if this is a long-term play, I am looking to buy at lower prices, not at higher prices. So I'm hoping price drops for me to buy at discount. Okay. And then now it looks like we're approaching this zone over here of resistance. So just waiting to see if price can close this gap around the 150. We still have about, let me check, about 12% to the 150 area. Okay, so wait for NVIDIA. Don't rush into making the decision of buying really high. As an example, if you were buying, at 153 and 152, thinking that price was going to go to $200 a share, you were probably down. You were down close to 40% of your account, and now you would be down another 12. Okay, so and then if you were buying at these lows over here around 90, let's just put 93 right now, you would be in profit around that 40%. Okay, so make sure you make the best decision of your life, which means buying at discounted prices. Okay, see you guys on the next video.